Okay, go to adafruitdaily.com and do check out all the latest things in the newsletter, good work, and maximizing MicroPython speed, MicroPython IDE and tools, debugging within Visual Studio Code, single board computers. We just announced Fruit Jam. We have the
Raspberry Pi,
yeah,
RGB matrix stuff
PI
released.
Matter library for Raspberry Pi.
And a
And then
guide.
this is what Ladyada is going to talk about. The US government releases Hydra.
Pi
11
Ghidra.
Hydra 11.3 NSA reverse engineering software. Why is this interesting for Python on
Okay,
hardware
so here's what
data?
I thought was kind of cool about it, because it's like I feel like we're going to talk about everything else. Well, we've talked about it, or we're going to talk about it. So I think first off, this is neat because like Ghidra is so cool that our government wrote this to help analyze software that the government runs or wants to decompile. I've always loved decompilers. I tried to do a decompiler as a summer project once, and then like I got a little bit past the disassembler, and then it kind of like fell off a cliff because I had to go to school. But it was a fun summer. I went to MIT afterwards, so it's fine.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about Pi bindings for Ghidra, the thing I was thinking that would be interesting is if you could automate some of the disassembly. I thought it would be kind of neat if you could like have that automated through a debugger as well. And especially if you're, so I didn't use Ghidra, maybe I used Ghidra to do some decompilation of ARM core stuff. So if you were like analyzing a microcontroller and you could use something like a Raspberry Pi to glitch it out to get firmware and then use Ghidra to automatically try dumping it, like seeing if you could like do some automatic analysis of microcontroller hacking
Yeah.
without having to use the user interface. I thought, like, I don't know, there's something kind of interesting there
Okay.
about automating
So this is neat.
with like a hardware interface into the device you're cracking.
So it has conveniences for setting up analysis on given sample and running a script locally. It also contains the plugin to allow the use of CPython 3 from within the GUI. So
That's also useful. So you can like do like using Python within Ghidra, it's like
yeah,
to do more, not like complicated analysis, but like custom analysis and like renaming stuff and like looking for patterns.
there's so many things that Python's used for that'll be nice to put it in. So let's say you needed to do like analysis of audio in there that's encrypted in some way.
That's right. It's like, oh, there's like a chunk of data. What is it? You could use Python to say like,
Yeah.
try different decoders to figure out like what's going on here. You get all of the CPython tools to help you do that. So I think it's a good pairing.
I guess there'll be people that plug this into DeepSeek and just have it like AI, a jailbroken AI LLM. It'll just hammer it.
Yeah,
Right?
I mean, there's something there too. I didn't want to like say that because I wasn't sure how good DeepSeek would be at doing it.
Just
But it doesn't cost anything. You're not paying for tokens because there's the decompilation, right? But then after you decompile something, there's like a lot of like scut work of like naming the variables, looking for like having some more of that be like I know people have written like plugins and scripts, but like can we automate more of that to have
all right.
smarter decompilation? I don't know. I think there's a lot there because there's so much boring work in decompilation.
I would like to have ResEdit work with Python.
Like what,
Um,
for example, like I was decompiling this ARM core code for the Cortex M0, and I was like, it would decompile the code and be like, oh, it's like to address OXF2018, whatever. But like, wouldn't it have been cool if I could say like, hey, AI, here's the PDF with the register map. I want you to go to Ghidra and rename all of these address locations
that's a
to
good
the
time.
register name that it is, and then add a comment saying like, oh, I'm flipping, this bit in this register to turn on this function.
What's cool is that's definitely going to happen. It's just not going to happen today.
Like right now, I mean, I haven't checked Ghidra. Like again, there could be more automation, but like when I did it, it was so mind-numbingly boring and repetitive. And it's like you just want something to like plug in these like data sources.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah.
All right, that's cool. So we cover everything in the Python on Hardware newsletter. So do take a look. It's adafruitdaily.com, delivers to your mailbox every single week. Go check it out.